Opinions expressed by the hosts, guests, or messages posted in chat are strictly their own personal views and do not reflect the views of BOLIN Services, Inc., a 501c3 nonprofit organization, nor does it reflect the views of the sponsors of this program. Political commentary, if any, are strictly personal opinions and should not be construed as endorsements of or opposition to any political party, candidate, or voter initiative by BOLIN Services, Inc. This audio-visual presentation is copyrighted by Kenneth W. Bolin. No rebroadcast, retransmission, simulcast, or other distribution of this video or the audio associated with it is permitted without the express written permission of Kenneth W. Bolin. All original content on this presentation is owned in full and solely by Kenneth W. Bolin.
Warning, the following podcast has extremely high levels of Kenny Bolin. Studies have shown that excessive exposure to Kenny Bolin may have damaging effects to your physical and mental well-being. Viewer discretion is advised. No, seriously, we mean it. There will be naughty words, lots of them, probably. Now you've been warned. This warning sponsored by the Story Time with Dutch Mantel.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another big edition of the BOLIN Allley. A solo cast tonight, I believe. Hi, Scooby. You want to come up and say hi there, Gooby? There, big Gooby. Hey, big deal. You got something you want to say in the microphone? You got anything you want to say? Is there anything we're talking about? He knows when we go live. He knows because he's camera dog. He's the camera dog. He knows. Is there anything you got to get off your chest? Anything you want to talk about? Any neighbors you want to bitch about? Got any neighbors around here that need bit? Maybe bit in the ass? That'd be something. Have you bit anybody today? Have you thought about biting anybody today? Oh, you just discovered the light up mirror over there. It's not lit up right now. You want me to light it up for you? You want me to light it up? Here, watch this. Look at this. Scooby, look. Here. There you go. Come here. Scooby, come here, look at there. See? It's light up mirror now. Look at that. Oh, you don't like the lights? Okay. All right. He discovered the mirror and he was trying to figure out who that gorgeous dog was in the mirror is what he was trying to do. So first of all, shout out to our sponsors. Five Guys, who I guess will be with us a little bit longer. But they're a pretty good little ride to get over there, so we might replace them in the near future because I just don't get over there that often. Not that the food ain't good. The food's great. But I don't hear all that much from their manager, and it's a bit of a hike to get over there. So if you see Five Guys get traded out for somebody in the near future, you'll know why. Nobody complains about the food or anything. Food's great. We just don't get over there much, and we don't have that much. Trying to put the microphone where I don't block that beautiful logo. Or does it need to come further over this way? Can we do that? Guess we could do that. Yeah, that might work. Yeah, let's do that. Because we got to show the logo. The U. Of course, I'm going to be eating a lot of shit if we get our ass handed to us on Thursday night. I kept thinking it was tomorrow night, but it's Thursday night. So shout out to Five Guys. We'll get them out of the way first there. Being as there could be a trade coming in the near future. Our good folks over at Blaze Pizza plan on going over there Friday night, and Jimmy John's is going to be sponsoring one of our upcoming podcasts. We considered doing a watch along last night. I'm so glad we didn't. That to me was one of the worst Monday Night Raws that I have seen in a long time. They're at the Barclays Center, and nobody gave a shit. I mean, just almost every entrance, nobody gave a shit. A horrible role. Now I haven't even seen the main event yet. I saw the introductions of the main event, and I was so worn out, just not in bad decisions all over. I mean, you're trying to get the good-looking white girl over. What's her name? Dupree. You're trying to get her over, and they let her keep the title a few weeks and put it back on a person that does not need it. That was a boneheaded decision. We'll get into that later if anybody gives a shit to talk about it. I am mainly motivated about the U, the Miami Hurricanes. Biggest win we've had since 2001, and we're hoping to chalk another one up on the list and then play for the national championship, either against Oregon or Indiana. Oregon is probably my third favorite team in football. I like Miami, Louisville, then Oregon. So two of my top favorite three teams could play for the national championship. So that would be good. At least one of the teams I like will get the national title. And Indiana, not one of my favorite teams, but I'm very proud of them. They're 90 miles up the road, and they're doing very well. Mark Cuban's team, where Mark graduated from, one of the schools, he graduated from Pittsburgh. He attended Indiana. I don't know if he got a degree from Indiana or not. He might have. And so far, the only people saying hello are the Facebookers and the Filipinos so far. And well, we do have one person on YouTube, but I think that might be a Filipino as well. So for whatever reason, it takes the YouTubers a little bit longer to get in here. Like I said, this is probably a solo show tonight. We will be at the mercy of your questions. And I did, hang on here, I got a message. Let me see what the message is. Give me a second. Yeah, for those of you that were asking if we've heard from Naughty Nicole, we have not heard from Naughty Nicole in quite some time. She's read a few messages, but we haven't heard from her. So maybe she's busy. Maybe she's sick. Maybe sick of us. I don't know. We'll hear from her eventually. Randy the Macho Man Satterley says, King, I want to get the show off to a good start tonight. I will issue a $100 challenge. I will match $100 if you can raise $100 in here within the next 30 minutes. Well, all right. There we go. So if we raise $100 in here, the Macho Man will match that 100, which would be a $200 night. That would come in handy. We do have Eunice's family. Her mother's got a goiter in her neck and needs medication for it. It's been very difficult to eat, very painful, and wanted to know if we could raise money for her mother's medication. I told her I'd mention it on the show tonight, and we would do what we could. That's one of the needs. One family wrote me, says, Mr. Kenny, may I ask you for food? She doesn't say how much. Normally, we budget 1,500 pesos, which is right about $30 for 25 kilograms of rice. That's about as much as we do anymore because so many families request that it is difficult to honor many of those 50 kilogram requests because, well, we can feed two families in place of one. Maybe not for 30 days, but at least for in a lot of cases, at least 3 weeks on 25 kilograms for a family of 4 or less. So yeah, hello to all the Filipino friends there. Sorry, guys, I can't help everybody. If you've been helped recently, the chances are pretty good you're not getting help again because you got other people ahead of you. Some of y'all ask for help every show. Can't do that. Some of you ask for help every week. Can't do that. Some of you ask for help every day, and then you get to be irritating. We have to block you because you know we can't do that. We're here to help, not support. We cover that on many of these shows. But we will do what we can when we can. And if we ever get any big donations again, we'll be in more of a position to do that. I'm going to reach out to a couple more of the heavy hitters here now that the new year is here. And maybe we can motivate one or two of them to do something good for us. Rain watching the show says hello. My Louisville Cardinals are playing the Duke Blue Devils tonight at the Yum Center, about 1.8 miles down the road from me. I sent some of you a picture of it. You're not disturbing me. I'm just telling you what's going on. Jessica said she was sorry for disturbing me. I didn't realize that she was. Let's see here. Happy Insurrection Day for those of you that participated in it. Please go away. Those of you that supported in it, please go away. Those of you that thinks the election was rigged, please go away. And those of you that think we should be invading other countries for their oil and minerals, please go away. You're not my kind of people. I found me some work for an applied cover. I need some requirements. Yeah, they always do, and it always costs a fucking fortune, and normally more than what the job pays. Good luck on getting your requirements. I've fallen for that trick before. Let's see here. G. LeMay says hello. Tyler Cox says, I will be there. Hey, Tyler. There's G. LeMay right there. How you doing, Gila? I was just looking at your message here. Hope you're doing good. Gila is a very beautiful young lady, lives there in the Philippines. about to graduate high school, I think, here in the very near future. He's got a looks good in a cheerleader outfit. We'll just say that. I guess I can say that. 8,400 miles away. What am I going to do? Very lovely young lady. And let's see, there's May. May watches the show. Another lovely young lady. Oh, lots of lovely young ladies in the Philippines. We got Rose Delamonte, not to be confused with Honey Rose. Shout out to Honey Rose if she's watching the show. Rose Delamonte would be somebody else altogether. And so there we go. We don't have many of you in here right now, and sometimes that picks up as time goes on. I know what. I posted that if you were in support of the insurrection to go away, and YouTube don't like that because they're kind of owned and run by Google, and they're very, very Republican oriented. I'm probably pissing people off again. Oh well, they'll get over it. They get over it. Actually, they don't. They don't get over it now that I think about it. But yeah, we're trying to raise $100 in 30 minutes. I think the chances of that are going to be very difficult tonight. But Randy the Macho Man says that he would match $100 if we could raise 100 in here separately. It's 8:23. I got in here late tonight because the computer needed to take an update, needed to get me something to drink, needed to let Scooby out. So I had a few rain delays. I had to water the squirrels. Didn't feed them yet. I'm not going to feed them. Paul RJ owes me thousands of dollars, by the way, for all I did for him. All the picture work that he could not do. He had to go to the bullpen and pull in the ace. And that's something else I do. I can fix your pictures. I can enhance them, make them look much better. I charge a $20 donation per picture. Or if you're a friend, you get a pretty good rate. But Paul had some pictures. He was trying to take the fog out of a band. He's got a group that's in a band. And he was trying to remove the fog from the picture. And he says his applications wouldn't do it. Well, I knew mine would. If I can remove people, I can remove fucking fog. If I can take glare out of sunglasses, I can remove fog. And I had fixed a lot of a local radio DJ's here's pictures with old 20, 30-year-old pictures of him and his mom and dad. I fixed some of Hurricane Helms pictures. I fixed some of Eric Watts pictures. Jerry Lawler's pictures. Quite a few. Amy Lynn, how you doing? Nice to see you. Amy Lynn got a very young face. Must be the representative of the family, I would have to assume. And Vanessa's watching the show. How you doing, Vanessa? Vanessa, one of our longest reigning Filipinos that we've been helping over the God knows how many years. And but so far we don't have any donations, so we can't get the $100 challenge if nobody donates. And no, we still don't. Nada. So it could be an extremely short show tonight. Shout out to the people that make this show possible, though. Is Matt Atkins. Matt Atkins is one of the sponsors for us on StreamYard, and Jeffrey Sanford. They have teamed up. It's a warm. Oh my God! You all went from cold to hot in like no time. No, I got a name up there and can't see it. 100 degrees. We made a high of 63 here in Louisville, which is very seasonably warm for January the 6th. Happy Insurrection Day. 5 years ago, we had a bunch of dumb fucking Republicans, including Donald Trump, that tried to overthrow the government. Injured 148 cops, killed 5 of them, either through hitting them in the head with fire hydrants. Some of them committed suicide right after the thing. Well, my God, look at this. Burnout. Well, I hope you're not burnt out from me. I hope you're not burnt out from us. No, I've been worried about you because it's not like you not to even say a word when I write you. We check in on you. And like I said, if like I told Good Chris, if times are tough, I certainly understand that. But we've been worried about you. Good Chris, I don't know what happened to him. He went away a few months ago. And I don't know. I don't know what happened to him. What are you extremely burnt out from there, Pasta Tart? And we went on a little bit early tonight, so I was hoping we might see you tonight. So good to see you. Just glad you're alive, because I still don't know about Good Chris. We sent a $1 request from him because he used to average $75 in donations a month. And it was always around the middle of the month. And then we noticed 2 or 3 months goes by and we haven't got anything from good Chris. So I wrote him. I said, hey, man, I said, don't think I'm writing you, hitting you up for money. I said, if you can't afford it, don't worry about it. I said, we're not asking anybody to empty their bank accounts or put themselves in a bad way. I said, but just let us know you're okay. I said, is everything all right? Doesn't answer. Right back the following month. Man, Chris, is everything okay? If you can't donate, don't worry about it. And Pasta knows that's how I am, because I say that to a lot of you. If you ain't got it, don't worry about it. But if you got a few extra bucks and can help these people out, it's greatly appreciated. And so once again, don't hear anything. So finally, about 4 months goes by. So I send good Chris a $1 request from PayPal to see if he'll respond to it. He blocked the request and then blocked messages. And I'm going, so I still had his email with his real name. I wrote him. I said, man, I don't know what happened to you or what got into you. I know politically you and I line up. So I know I didn't say anything politically that pissed you off. And if shit got bad for you, man, just say so. We just want to know you're okay. I said, but if that's how you want to be that way. Work, but it burns me out so much. I don't talk to anyone outside of work. It's even an effort to text people. Oh my God. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. And there's some people go through that shit. My own son, he gets very aggravated and very antisocial sometimes and don't want to deal with anybody. And it happened. So I'm sorry. Oh shit. When I was sick with my bad leg and had a lot of shit going on, my son's leaving the country. I mean, a lot of shit was just lining up and just bad. So even though I don't consider myself, much of a warrior or get depressed or anything like that, that was kind of fucking with me. Leg was an absolute horrible pain every day. I couldn't go to the hospital because I can't leave the dogs, nobody to take care of them, and just had a lot of bad shit going on. So I just made a post on Facebook, say, hey, if you're writing me and I'm not responding, please understand why. I'll be better eventually, but just give me some time to heal and get better. So I kind of get what you're saying, and but with my closest friends, I stayed in touch with them. The Bobs and the Macho Mans and Jeff Satterley and the various others out there. Too many to name them all, but no, I'm glad to know you're doing okay. What do you do for a living, if you're allowed to tell me? Aren't you in the nursing business? And if I'm wrong on that, I apologize. But I thought you had something to do in the medical field or nursing or something like that. But if it's office work, that shit can get old after a while too. So I got you. Let's see here. Yeah, we still have the $100 challenge from Randy Satterley, but we don't have anything else in the house yet. Not one donation. So I'll be here 11 more minutes. And if somebody wants to try to help get us in the right direction towards that $100 challenge from Randy Satterley, it won't be any of the Filipinos because those are the people on here that we're trying to help. But yeah, Pasta, if you can tell me. Okay, all right. I thought it was something medical. I just could not remember what. My home health nurse is Filipino. She was asking me what my banners were about on my porch when she came in. I've got 3 giant BOLIN Services Incorporated banners out there, mainly for 2 reasons: to block a lot more rain and to provide extra shade during the summertime. And they do a good job. And they do a good job with that. And let's see here. Oh my God, I wasn't looking for that. Damn, girl. Okay. Wow. I wasn't looking for that. Well, thank you very much. Hang in here a second so I can plug that in a second. There's any Pasta Tart just made a very nice donation. I will cover that here in a second. Is anybody else here? Because we were scheduled to be here for 11 more minutes. Does anybody else in here would like to donate a little something to help us towards that $100 challenge that the Macho Man issued? Let me see if I got any messages here. Hang on there, Miss Nicole. And but no, thank you so much, man. That was very sweet of you to do that. Very sweet. No, I'm not seeing any extra messages with it, I don't think. Any particular direction you would like that to go in, Nicole? Any particular families, or just wherever it needs to go? And see, right now we got a lot of hi Eunice. And Eunice's mother's the one that's got a goiter in her neck and needs medication for that. Gentleman's watching the show. How you doing, gentleman? Eunice, what is the situation with your mother's neck and the goiter? What type of medication is she on? Wherever it's needed. Okay, sweetie. Thank you so much. And I'm not going to announce yours yet because I got to make sure that Macho Man is still good for his challenge. And if not, we'll use yours. So, but I think Macho Man is good for his. And we're trying to see if anybody else here. I will announce your donation in 8 minutes. In 8 more minutes, I will announce your donation. But she was very nice, very generous. So we're hoping there's some others out there that might be able to help us out as well to get the ball rolling here and help take care of these people. I do know that Eunice's mother needs that medication. We got a couple of families on here that have asked for help with rice. We did put a roof on a house the other day. We got rice for a few other houses. And, but anytime times are tough at work, if nothing else, just say, hey, if you see me writing you, just say, hey, work's shitty, whatever. I just want to know you're okay. I wish I knew what was going on with good Chris. And like I said, if he lost his job or somebody, had bad shit happen in the family, we just want to know. She has to go with her dad. Her neck has become bigger, and the doctor told her to get some x-ray and make some laboratories. Yeah, well, that sounds like that's going to get expensive. And that's probably more than we can do in here, especially with all we've done in the past. We've talked about that. We do everything we can. And your mother has a lot of health issues, and it's hard to keep up with them because we've had the gallbladder. Now we got a goiter in the neck. And I ain't saying there's anything she can do about that, but goddamn, you talk about it's always something. Rosanna Dan. Hey, Kenny Long, what's going on? Hadn't heard from you in a while. What's going on, Kenny? And Kenny, you good to help us out with a little bit tonight? Got a little something you can do for us? You see the ways to donate up there: PayPal, Venmo, Cash App. And we hadn't heard from you in a while. Maybe you can help us out a little bit. And I don't know if Mr. Limley, not Limley, but the various regulars that watch the show, if they're able to do a little something tonight, it's always appreciated. Yeah, I heard the cash register ring when. There it is. Okay, all right. Thanks for screenshotting that. Yeah, I'll just deal without me here for a second because I don't even think I saved that. I don't think I did it right. There we go. That should do it. That should do it. You are never disturbing me. You're just fine. The only ones that disturb call me when I'm trying to do my work, and then they keep calling when I don't answer. Those that's disturbing. That's disturbing. And there we go. Thank you so much, Nicole. That was very sweet of you. And waiting to see if we got anybody else that's going to help us out tonight. Tyler, are you watching the show there, buddy? I guess he said he'd be here. And we are on a little earlier tonight. That might have helped Nicole because I think Nicole has to go to bed early to go to work. I think it's hard for her to do the later shows with us. I'm here, just got home. Okay, Tyler says he just got home. So yeah, we got the $100 challenge from the Macho Man. Nicole has made a nice donation. We're going to announce it here in about 5 minutes. And we're trying to see if anyone else is going to help us out tonight. And I just begged Kenny Long to help us out. We'll see if that works out or not. Kenny. Yeah, where you been, Kenny? We haven't seen you in forever. So hello to Kenny Long. Haven't seen Kenny in a while. TC from the NC with a Venmo donation of $10. So appreciate that. So there's 10 towards that 100 we're working on to match the $100 challenge from I started to say Michigan Mike, but Michigan did a little bit. What did Kenny Long do? I think Kenny Long did something. Kenny Long with a $5 donation on Cash App. It ain't 100, but hey, it's something. We appreciate it, Kenny. Because if everybody watching the show donated $5, it would go a long, long way. We tried to explain that to everybody. That those $5 donations add up. So thank you, Kenny. I appreciate it. Let's see here. So we got 15 towards that 100. About 5 more minutes here. We will announce what Nicole did. And make sure that the Macho Man, Randy Satterley, is going to honor his challenge. And he always has, so I can't imagine that he won't. And Jamby's watching the show there. How you doing, Jamby? And thank you for your donation. His donation went to Cash App, by the way. So we appreciate that. Paul Arche. Paul, what you got for us tonight, Paul? You got anything for us? Do you have $1 for every degree it is there in Australia today? Paul might not, because Paul's looking for a new place to live. Paul, how long have you lived in the same apartment? I was almost in a pickle here. I'll tell you all a little something, just to show you the bad shit can happen to the best of us. I like to consider myself a decent person. I know I got sleepy face tonight. It's just 'cause I'm tired. I never got it today. Never got a nap today. Wanted one, never got one. I had a lot of work to do for my company today. And then I got a physical therapist meeting tomorrow, a home health meeting tomorrow. Everything's going very well with my leg, though, by the way. They said the leg might be totally healed by Friday. So that would be good news for me. I got a physical therapist. I'm down 38 pounds since all this shit started. Don't know if you can see it or not. I mean, fuck, when you weigh 400 pounds, it's hard to see the difference. But yeah, I've lost 38 pounds over really pretty much since my leg got infected. And a lot of that is through a diet change, different diuretics I'm taking to get fluid weight off from me. So, but we're heading in the right direction. I really, really need to lose another 50, 60 more. Considering going on an all protein shake diet with a protein meal in the evening, that is not the most fun diet in the world to be on. But I guess once you start getting used to it, and that many protein shakes is about fuck. I found some where you can get 12 protein drinks for $16 on sale at Costco. I might have to strongly consider doing that. And so basically about $150 a month in protein shakes, I think would be enough, drinking 2 shakes a day, maybe 3, and then a sensible meal in the evening. So, and I think as far as dinners go, as long as you're not eating carbs, as long as you're eating fish and meatballs, which meatballs is what I'm having tonight. Fish, meatballs, chicken, things like that. I think your dinners can be pretty much whatever you want. As long as you shy away from the carbs and the sugars is what you got to shy away from. And I gave up Hormel pepperoni patties because there's too much salt in them. I gave up just about all breads for the most part, unless it's an occasional sandwich when you're out with a friend. No hot dog buns, no hamburger buns, none of that shit anymore. Leica and Rose. So is the Rose that said hello the Rose that's in here watching the show tonight? Is that the Rose? Because I forgot her name was Rose, but tell Rose I said hello. Tell Leica. Leica is the one that looks like Velma from Scooby-Doo. So she doesn't know more because her hair's longer. She doesn't look as much like Velma anymore. But when I first saw her, I thought she looked a lot like Velma. I think y'all have even seen me post pictures in here of that. So, so right now we've got the just the $10 donation there from Tyler Cox. Might be a tough night tonight, other than the 2 nice to. Oh, so all right. Well, Randy the Macho Man Satterley said that he would do a $100 challenge tonight, and then we got a $10 donation from Tyler Cox, so that was $110. Then we got a $5 donation on Cash App from Kenny Long. Checking to see if anything else has come in. Yeah, check my PIN numbers here, make sure we got everything right. Yeah, we just got the $5 there from Kenny Long over in Cash App. See if anything else has come in. Cash App, Kenny Long. So far, that is it. And then we have the challenge was matched by Naughty Nicole. Naughty Nicole, who's burnout from her doctor's office work, but she's back now. And normally, to be honest with you, Nicole was always good for anywhere between $40 and $60 at least once a month. She went above and beyond herself this time, even far surpassing her $60 donation, which she's done quite a few times. She has matched the Macho Man's donation of $100. So in the house right now, we got 215, counting Tyler and counting Tyler and Kenny Long. So if we could make another 35 tonight, that'd be 250. Cameron was kind enough to do the $150 challenge the other night. We ended up with 300, and I know that sounds like a lot of money. Well, once it starts going out, it's not as much as it sounds like. Sounds like a lot. But and that's why with the Filipino families, if we can at least get $30 into each house, it's a big difference. And I don't know what Eunice's mother's medication is going to cost, but probably $30 is about as good as we can do, because we got other families in here that need help too. And we have helped Eunice's family quite a bit due to all the sickness that her mother's had to go through. But goddamn, we can't handle everything. That's what PhilHealth is for. So PhilHealth better step up and fucking do something. That's what PhilHealth is for, is to reduce those prices. But thank you, Miss Nicole, if you're still here. That was very sweet and very kind of you to do that. I really appreciate it. Almost didn't even do a show tonight because I was goddamn tired, but you suck it up and you do things, and nice people do nice things for good people. And I really appreciate that. I will not be doing a show Thursday because Thursday was when the Miami Hurricanes play Ole Miss, but we are looking at doing something special Friday night. Maybe even tying it in with SmackDown a little bit. Well, probably not, because we haven't really figured out how to do that to where all of you all can participate. We don't even know how many of you give a shit about watching SmackDown. But how many of you that are watching the show right now saw Monday Night Raw? That was a rough show. That bees a rough show. It was bad. I look to be entertained on these shows. I got a lot of friends that work those shows. I ain't got the heart to tell them how fucking bad it was. I have not watched the main event with Punk, and I would think the capability was there to put on a good match, but I haven't seen the main event with Punk and Braun. I do know Chris Jericho didn't show up, and pretty much had a pretty good idea he wasn't going to, because I think that was the tease, was to try to generate some interest and try to boost the ratings to make everybody think that Chris Jericho was going to be there. I was pretty solid because I chat with Chris Jericho quite a bit. He never gave me any indications to think he was going to be there, because normally he'll give me a heads up on something like that, and he did not. So we'll go ahead and go 15 more minutes. That will take us to 9 o'clock. And if we raise that other $35, I might even stay a little bit longer. We just need 35 more to get to 250. And because I got a feeling Eunice's mother is going to need, we got to find out what x-rays and shit are going to cost, but we got to find out what PhilHealth is going to cover out of that as well. But at least we can get some help into the home, some help on some rice for some other families that are requesting help. And we did get a roof over. Somebody asked for help on a roof to cover their comfort room. I think that was, God, I saw her name in here earlier. Where's she at? Not Jambi. We fixed Jambi's house a few times. That's for damn sure. Seen that name come up a few times. How you doing? That girl got a pretty face too. Lots of pretty faces. Lots of pretty faces. Vanessa's had her share of doom and gloom in her life. No doubt about that. There's another young one. Well, Paul RJ went away when we started asking for donations, didn't he? Little shit bag. Him and his 100-degree day. High of 63 here in Louisville today. Let me find out something. Computer. What is the average temperature for Louisville, Kentucky on the January 6th date?
On January 6th in Louisville, the average temperature is around 43 degrees Fahrenheit high and 28 degrees Fahrenheit low.
Damn. Okay.
Would you like to know today's weather in Louisville?
No.
All right. No problem.
Computer, what is the average temperature for the month of January in Louisville, Kentucky?
In January, Louisville's average temperature is 35 degrees Fahrenheit, with highs around 44 degrees Fahrenheit and lows near 27 degrees Fahrenheit.
Repeat that.
In January, Louisville's average temperature is 35 degrees Fahrenheit, with highs around 44 degrees Fahrenheit and lows near 27 degrees Fahrenheit.
All right. So an average temperature of 35. We were at a high today of 63, going down to 40 tonight. And I did open the window so the cat can get back in. If it's a 50 or above, I let the cat out. She snuck out the other day when it was 48. I said, okay. All good. Chris update. He was on that other show claiming
Smart
he
thinking
had
with that 50-degree rule.
fake
Your
his own.
kitty should be perfectly fine with
Computer.
40.
Stop. Oh, good God. All right. This is all bullshit, but we'll play along. All good. Chris update was on the other show claiming he had to fake his own death just to get out. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. And because you ask him for money every day, well, we all know that's bullshit. Oh, to buy new TVs and cell phone. Well, thank you, Real Billy Sellers. Well, we really appreciate it. He had to wait his 20 minutes of being banned to get in here before he could get in. So shit happens. Shit happens. All right. Well, make you a new account, you stupid fuck. There we go. So he had to go pop. So I guess Billy Sellers faked his own death to get out of paying the money that he owes the show, because that's what happened to him too. He owed $150 and he elected not to pay it after pledging to buy the John Cena poster, and then he didn't pay for it. So I guess he faked his own death too. So, and by the way, shove your $140 over your ass, you stupid fuck. So we got that covered. So now I see why Bob makes them have a subscription for 5 weeks. I just made them have one for 20 minutes. But so yeah, we got 11 more minutes left here. And And hey, there's another way to get out of that. Just don't watch the fucking show, you stupid fuck. Just don't watch the show. And then nobody could ask you for anything. That would be one way to do it. But no, you fucking trolls live to be here because you have no other life and you ain't got anything to do. But you also ain't got no money. So you got that going for you. And I think everybody knows what I have spent on televisions in the 8 years that I've been here. It'd be called nothing because insurance is paid for every fucking thing I've got. So unless you got proof otherwise. I got a $13,000 insurance check when the roof leaked. Car insurance paid for a bunch. I've collected about $10,000 in insurance on shit in the bedroom through warranty coverages. And I just had a $4,000 TV installed in my wall as a replacement for the Costco warranty. Actually, they paid me $450 when they kept fucking up everything they were supposed to do. Now, $4,000 was the list price. That's not the cost the day of. It was about half of that. But that's what Costco covered, was about half of that. But the list price was $39.99 for those of you that need to know or need to give a shit. So, let's see here. Where we got now? Yes, I do know that. I do know. Not that you're not one of them, but yes, I do know that. Even when we were getting trolled the most, it was basically $7 that we blocked from this show. And Bob, remember, one of them popped in here the other day, and said that they wanted to match the $150 challenge out of Cameron. And then when they saw that we had raised the money, they changed their name to something else, and they had one subscriber. So yeah, we know. Is it really? Okay, when coming, and we'll be looking for that. Yeah, we'll have to do that. Da, 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 da. When would you like to make your donation? The ghost with the most, 420. Yeah, let's see here. Well, the ghost with the most actually honored what he said. The ghost with the most has donated $20. Thank you, ghost with the most. I had a feeling I knew who you were, but especially when I saw the last 3 digits in your name. But yes, I'm aware that it's 2 to 3 of them. I know who it is. I'm very aware who it is. But that doesn't mean that some of those stupid fucks just don't ghost your ghost name, and it could have been, because we had somebody, I forget who somebody in here was the other day, that was acting like they, because you get copied all the time. All they got to do is put the ghost of, and the ghost of Pesci or whatever, and they do that shit all the time. But no, that's why I was giving you a few minutes to prove it was you. My profile picture is back when I managed you as you. Well, but everybody's got that fucking picture. I've seen fake accounts come up with that. So that doesn't. There's a lot of people out there that have profile pictures that are Filipino girls that have my picture as their profile picture or my logo. That don't make it real. So it happens. But no, thank you very much for the $20 donation. That gets us to, how shy are we now? We needed 35 to get to 250, so we're 15 shy. So $15 more. We're going to be here for at least 7 more minutes. And it looks like the daily. If you have not watched the Daily Show yet, you need to watch the Daily Show. Last night's Daily Show was off the charts. It was very good. Jimmy Kimmel was very good. Make sure to watch Jimmy Kimmel. What did everybody do for Happy Insurrection Day today in America? I don't know. I doubt the Filipinos gave much of a shit or did much with it. Let me check my messages. Yeah, it looks like Jeanette is trying to find her a new job as well. And once again, shout out to Nicole for her monster $100 donation. We appreciate that. $100 challenge has been accepted and has been made good by Randy the Macho Man. So $200 out of 2 people. So that is not too bad at all. And then we're $15 shy right now of having a $250 night. Not too bad for that. Remember, I will not be here Thursday night for obvious reasons. I will be watching the Miami Hurricane football game. Yes, I'll be watching it live. I might start 15 to 30 minutes late so I can speed through a few commercials, or maybe even halftime. But I'll be in a very good mood if we win that night. But Oregon or Indiana, either one would be a very tough matchup, even if we do beat Ole Miss. I'm just hoping that quarterback can't be that fucking lucky again. But trust me, when the Ghost make a $20 donation, that is about the equivalent of $100 from anybody else. So thank you, Ghost. We appreciate that. Guess I better get back to the studio so I can see the comments. Won't be here Thursday. We'll be out spending the donation money. Well, yeah, that's probably what I'll be doing. Shit, got to have something to do. Yeah, shit, called me out. Thursday, I'm probably going to skip the Miami Hurricane game and go out and spend all the donation money that we do not have the receipts for, that shows that we've sent out since February. And most of you that donate to the show have them, you stupid motherfucker, that we have sent out of my account alone, just out of Sendwave alone. And anybody would like to see that receipt can see it. Yeah, exactly. That we, out of my account alone, just as of earlier today, we have sent out $20,500. $20,500. Kenny, have you raised $20,500 on this show since February? No. Is it close to that? No. But every time I get a bonus check, I use my bonus check to help out if we're running ahead we help out. If something good happens to me, we do a little bit more. Like when I got my television, they paid me $450 to take the goddamn thing. I got a $4,000 fucking TV for free. So if I ain't take $1,000 and spread that out to some people of money that I didn't have to spend, and then they pay me $450 to take it because they did some shit wrong in the transition of it, and we're 5 days late getting it over here, and then another 3 days late hanging the motherfucker. Now that's just me. That's just what I do. Bonus checks. If I get $1,000 bonus, $1,200 bonus, $1,500 bonus, well, I take a good chunk of that and I help people with it. I don't need all that much. I'm a pretty good negotiator. One damn guy burning $100 bill. No, he did not. I saw that. No, he did not. I saw it. And plus that guy, we know where he lives. We know that he survives on his father's money. He's got almost no money himself. He's got the MS, and he's got his own serious problem. He was not burning a fucking $100 bill. He wanted everybody to think he was, and you're smart enough to know better. He was not. That was a fucking fake bill, and everybody knows it, except stupid people. And I don't know you to be stupid. But the fact that he would want people to think that tells you what a fucking dick he is. Because there's people out there that $100 would be a lot of help for, not only in the Philippines, but in America. But I've always told you he's a little piece of shit, racist dick. And that's what he does to prove it, is to think that he's trolling somebody. Here, I'll just burn $100 instead of helping somebody. Or to wish a certain group of people dead that he politically does not line up with. So he wants their women and children dead. Fuck him. Fuck him and anybody like him. Free Palestine, motherfucker. Free Palestine. Daniel Emily with $15 to get us to the 250 mark. Thank you, Daniel. Very sweet of you. Appreciate that. 250. And there you go. Thank you, man. I just saw that. Thank you so much. It's very kind of you. And but at your, I'm sorry, 420. You're smarter than that. You're smarter than that. You know, and plus, like I said, Cameron was going to beat his fucking ass because he talks shit on not only me, but Cameron. Cameron was at his door. I had to talk him down because he was going to take whatever police authority came with it because he didn't give a fuck, because he didn't like being talked shit about, and he didn't like people talking shit about me when he knows fucking well they're lying. So, no, I know his address. I know where, but see, I don't play that stupid shit that stupid motherfucker does. I don't play that shit. I know where he lives. I could have him fucked up real bad if I wanted and probably get by with it. I know some people too, but I'm better than that. I don't wish these ignorant motherfuckers dead because I'm better than that. So we'll let them play that shit. And to try to make people's lives worse or, you know, whatever, let him do that shit. Because it shows you what he is. And that shows you why some people that have his faith and religion are very hated people. That they brag about having Teslas. My synagogue is full of Teslas. I can burn $100 bill. You might be able to burn your dad's money, but you didn't. You burn a fake $100 bill to try and antagonize people and make stupid people believe that's what you did. And I know you're probably watching the show. So fuck you and anybody like you. So I hope you're clear on that. Happy Insurrection Day. You probably supported that as well. But thank you, Daniel. And let's see here. What else we got? Yeah, there's a $15 donation. And Daniel is one of the consistent donors of this show. And he's always good for anywhere between $15 and $30 and has even done more on a few occasions. And has always been a big help to this show. And we greatly appreciate it. What does we got here? Hi, Giselle. Giselle is the daughter of Mango, and just the sweetest kid in the world. I think. Are you 18 now, Giselle, or 19? Can't remember. Maybe you're 19 on your next birthday. I can't remember. Maybe you just turned 18. And her mother's working in Saudi Arabia trying to make ends meet. Hopefully her mom's going to get paid soon. And we've been trying to help Giselle's family stay above water while her mother's getting her shit going over there. So hopefully that's getting better. Let's see here. And the obvious 5 trolls in your chat. Well, we don't know that it's 5, but we know that they want us to think it's 5. So, but you notice it takes them a little bit of time to make another to make another account, and then they have to have that account for 20 minutes before they can get back through. We'll fix that on the next show. We'll make them work a little harder for it. And let's see here. It's 9:01. We're going to go ahead and hang 4 more minutes. That'll be 9:05. That'll be right at an hour. Well, hell, we got 31 of you in here now. I tell you what, if you all will ask questions, I'll hang around 15 more minutes. Because we got 31. I don't know why it took you so long. Maybe y'all thought the show was going to start at 9 o'clock. I don't know. But we got 35 of you in here now. So I'm going to go ahead and hang around as a little bonus there for 15 minutes. Anybody wants to donate a little something, $5, $10, it all helps, man. Fuck, we're up to $250. If we can get to 300 in the next 15 minutes, that'd be great. That's 5 of you doing $10. And like I said, I know if you got 300 to blow on fast food, it sounds like a lot of money. Well, that's not what we're doing. We're trying to feed families, put roofs over people's heads, get medications, get eggs. Matter of fact, one of the girls wrote me today, said she's working on an egg farm, and they want her to deliver 100 eggs at a time. And she says they're so heavy and I'm so little. And she says, I don't know that I can deliver 100 eggs at a time. I said, well, deliver 50. You know, cut the weight in half. Just tell them to work with you. And but she says they're very not good to their employees. But she's working, trying to earn a living, trying to make things work in Cebu, doing the best she can. I think my son now has been in 4 different countries over the last few weeks. Hey, there's Michigan Mike. What's up, boss? Michigan, what's going on with you? We finally heard from Nicole tonight. We had Michigan Mike. As a matter of fact, I called him Michigan Mike at one time. Randy the Macho Man Satterley did a $100 challenge for us tonight. And then Nicole, we hadn't heard from in a little bit. Says she's been a little burnt out on her work and everything. Nicole did a $100 challenge and matched his. And then we raised another 50 since then. So we're up to 2. So we're trying to get to 300 in the next 15 minutes. And Mike, you made a nice donation last time you were in here. So I'm not holding you up. You know that. If there is a little something you can do for us, that's great. If not, you know, I understand. But we're trying to get to 300 in the next 15 minutes. Macho Man, let's see. What was the funniest thing you ever saw backstage? It involved me. And I'll tell you why it was funny. There was a guy named David C. That was what he worked as. And I was brand new to OVW. We did not have our WWE contracts yet. But I was kind of brand new, but they couldn't figure out how I just walked in the back door. And then all of a sudden I'm in the office with Danny Davis and Rip Rogers setting up the shows. Like, who the fuck's, I think they knew I was friends with Cornette. And let's see here. Well, let's see. There's a donation I didn't expect. We got a donation from Pussycat for $10 tonight. Well, thank you, Pussycat, because I thought you told me you was never donating again, but thank you, Pussycat. Very kind of you. So we're $40 away from having a $300 night. I will be here at least about more minutes, being we got 35 of you in here right now. So that's very nice. Rain is watching. Rain's one of my sweet little friends. Rain is 15 years old. Shut up. She has a friend named Princess that's 15 years old. They all go to school together. And Rain, what is your other friend's name? There's Rain, there's Princess, and who's the other girl? And they look like 3 sisters. I swear to God they do. You would swear to God they all 3 have the same mother and same father. And let's see here. Looking to see anything else in. Yeah, $10 from Pussycat. So but Pussycat told me the other day she's never donating again. So I don't know. But we appreciate her donation. So thank her very much. Even the signal's not good. I use data and still well, honey, don't use all your data watching the show. You know, we're just talking shit over here, trying to raise money to help. We helped Princess the other day. We paid Princess's electric bill. Wasn't one of the big electric bills we had, but we sent, I think, 600 pesos, 500, something like that, to pay Princess's family's electric bill. I get paid tomorrow, and I can send you some cash then, or I can wait till next week's show. Whatever you prefer, Mike. Whatever's best for you. Whatever's best for you. Alicia, yeah. Tell Alicia I said hi. The 3 of you, I swear to God, look like sisters. Very sweet young ladies. They're all 15, going on 16 eventually, I guess. Let's see here. Okay. There's $10 from a, all right. It's that one. Was it 10 that he sent? Well, he doesn't want to break the bank or anything. Well, at least we know who was trolling the show anyway. I'll go ahead and say it. James Robert John Shan sent you $10 from PayPal. Well, we don't want to break the bank or anything. I guess he's paying us for letting him troll us tonight. I don't know. Thank you. Whatever is easiest and best for you, Mike. I appreciate that. That's very kind of you. Tomorrow night, not tomorrow night. Tomorrow's Wednesday. Yeah. So I got a home health doctor's meeting tomorrow. I think I'm going to be released by Friday because things are going pretty good. Blood pressure's good. They got me on some new medication, so the blood pressure's good. The only thing that really they were a little alerted about was my cholesterol was a touch high. I was at 104 last week, and they want me below 100. So we're within striking distance there. My blood pressure yesterday was 122/66, but that's been pretty consistent. It hasn't been doing too bad. So blood pressure's been good. Feeling good. Lost 38 pounds. And feeling better, much better than I was when I got infected. My son took Honey Rose out for dinner to Shake Shack. Could not get over how little bitty she was. Because sometimes when you chat with people or you see them, you don't comprehend their size. Like shit, even with Jenny, I thought Jenny was about, because you look at her legs and she looks like she's got long legs. Mango Jennifer looks like she's got long legs. Mango's 4'10". That's a little bitty. And Jenny's 5'2". I thought she was about 5'6" or 5'7". My ex-girlfriend. And but through the pictures, that's about what size she looked like. Lena, I think, is like 5'1", 5'2". Jen's about 5 foot even. But Honey Rose, I've been told, is lucky to be 4'10". So I'm video chatting with him at dinner, and she's standing next to my son, and I'm going, "Holy shit!" And she said, "He's so big." I said, "Yeah," because my son's 6'2" and she's about 4'10", so the size difference. Plus, she's a little bitty on top of that. So, and I think Eunice is 5'2", if I remember what Eunice told me. And so that, but most of the men over there are very small. So from what I'm hearing, men are approaching my son wanting to fist bump him. "My God, you're so big. You work out. Look at you." And he looks like Godzilla over there compared to a lot of the people. I know he hates it when I talk about him, but those are pretty funny stories. And yeah, whatever's best for you, Mike, man, I really appreciate it. You've always been awfully good to us on the show. Y'all don't really have any reason to do what y'all do other than that you like helping people, and I appreciate that. And those are the people that I like to align with. I don't know what James Shan donate $10 for unless he just wanted to, I don't know. But normally when he shows up or when the trolls show up in it. And this guys, this has been going on for 8 years. That the trolls will not give up. And there's like 6 or 7 of them. We know who one of them in California is. And he better be glad I'm a nice guy, because he's lucky he didn't get fucked up a couple of years ago for saying shit that he knew fucking well wasn't true. And the guy that was out there don't give a shit. He would have fucked him up bad. Let's put it this way. There's some pretty tough people in his household that will not fuck with him. And there's been tough people. There's been a lot of wrestlers in his house that will not fuck with him. So the bird-legged man never had much of a shot. I've said there's only one person I can think of that Jim Cornette that I know could beat the shit out of. That would be the bird-legged guy in California. Jimmy beat the dog shit out of him. It wouldn't be a contest. It would be an absolute total massacre and fuck up. Have you ever heard me say that about Jimmy before? You have not. Because I couldn't think of anybody Jimmy could whip. But this would be the guy. So there you go, Jimmy. There's one for you. Let's see here. It's 9/11, isn't that? So on January 6th, I look at the clock and it says 9/11. Isn't that great? 36, 9/11, right on my clock. God, I got to get a picture of that. Hang on here. I hope I can get it quick. Got it. All right. 9/11, January 6th. A lot of y'all out there know what 9/11 means. But we'll throw that back up there. I get paid tomorrow. Yeah, I got a bonus check coming the 18th, and I've already promised a couple of families we're going to do a little bit extra for them on January 18th when I get my bonus check, which I normally do every bonus. There's always a little something extra left that we can do. Let's see. Well, they're on YouTube, but they don't have a profile, so I don't know exactly who that is. Goodbye. Here I'm in school. Enjoy your show live. I will, sweetie. Thank you for dropping in. Appreciate you watching. And tell Alicia that I said hello. The three of you are very sweet young ladies. I did tell them that at least the three of them together are 55. Now their father does some work with them. They do. I think he drives one of the Filipino style cabs over there. So he does that. They work at fruit stands on the weekend. Some of them sell fish on the weekends. So even the kids over there at 15 are working and doing the best they can to keep money coming into the house. There we go. What's up, Mr. Bolin? You don't got to call me Mr. Bolin. You know that. And so we got 3 more minutes left here on the show. That'll be a little over an hour. And but yeah, we got up to, I think, about 35 of you in here tonight. It was actually, for this show, is pretty good on a live show. And won't be here Thursday, but there is a very good chance we're going to do something on Friday night. Once again, shout out to our sponsors, Five Guys for the time being. Blaze Pizza, we're going to be eating dinner there Friday night. And then Jimmy John's, I think we got a little something special we're doing with them either Friday or Saturday. We might flip-flop the dates with Blaze and Jimmy, because I hadn't been to Jimmy John's in a while. So looking forward to getting those wraps. Oh, by the way, I need to plug. They have a velvet cookie out at Jimmy John's. So I'm sorry I'm getting it in at the end of the show. But Jimmy John's has a velvet cookie. They got some kickin' chicken ranch chips that they said are good. And some type of ham and cheese sandwich that I'm hearing is pretty good. So those are the new items available at Jimmy John's. Go to the one at 976 Baxter Avenue here in Louisville, Kentucky. Not too far from me. They are actually 1.2 miles from my door. So once again, when you go up there, check out the velvet cookie, which I can't wait to try because that sounds good. Kickin' chicken chips. Haven't tried those yet, but I'm going to. And they got a new ham and cheese sandwich. That's probably worth checking out as well. My favorite items there, if you just want to get the Bolin special, I love the Kickin' Chicken Ranch. It's got a little bite to it, and the spicy Italian wrap. I like the wraps. I try to avoid as much bread as I can, but a wrap ain't too bad for you. And that's what our good folks at Jimmy John's are doing these days. And also voted the #1 restaurant in Louisville was Jimmy John's. So something to be proud of there. They got a nice little plaque and everything for that. So, and then if you drop in at the one at 976 Baxter Avenue in Louisville, as the Ghost has done, the Ghost has been there many times, dropped my name. I think he even got a couple of freebies, which I didn't know they were going to do. But yeah, he got a couple of freebies when he dropped in up there and mentioned my name. So I can't guarantee that, but might get you a free Coke or something. Who knows? Or maybe a free bag of chips. You never know. Can't guarantee that. They were just happened to be nice to the Ghost and took care of him. But 976 Baxter Avenue, ask for the general manager, also named Kenny. So that should be easy to remember. And tell Kenny that Kenny, the Star Maker, sent you up there at Jimmy John's. And do the same with Blaze Pizza. If you ever happen to be over there, make sure to ask for management. Jay is who I primarily deal with over there. And just ask for management. Say, hey, Kenny Star Maker Bolin told us to say hey if we ever come over here to Blaze Pizza on Shelbyville Road in sunny Louisville, Kentucky. So, guys, that will about do it. We went a little over an hour tonight. Peaked at about 35 of you watching the show. I think we got real close to the $300 mark, but Michigan Mike will get us over the top either early this week or he'll do something next week. Whatever's convenient for Mike is fine with me. We appreciate it. So until Friday night, sometime, probably in the neighborhood of 10-ish. Yeah, SmackDown might still be on, but you'll see 2 hours to see how bad that's going to suck. And then come over and have some fun with us. So for Bob Hazelwood, enjoying Nerd Night. For Coltrane, who, well, his train just doesn't run that much anymore. And for myself, Kenny the Star Maker Bolin, I did say a good day.